Okay, so good morning, class. We will be doing the question answers and exercises of the chapter Agriculture Geography. Okay, all eyes in the book, page 196. We will be doing the exercises first, and then immediately after the exercises, we'll come to question number 6, 3, and 4, which I would like to, sorry, 2 and 3, which I would like to give you by dictating. Okay, so we'll do those answers first, which I have to dictate. Then we'll come back and mark the answers. Is it okay with you all? Okay, so here we go. Exercise 1, choose the correct options. Which of the following activity is considered as primary activity? Agriculture. 1D. Coming to the next one, which of the following crops grown in which of the following crops grown in subsistence agriculture? Potato. 2C. Number 3, which of the following factor plays an important role in the development of agriculture? All the above. 3D. Number 4, which is the leading producer of coffee in the world? Brazil, whatever you say. 4B. Which of number 5, which of the following is a horticulture crop? All the above. 5D. Come to fill in the blanks. First one, dash is an equatorial crop. I have written rice. So is it rubber? Have you just cross-checked? Children, please make it rubber. I'm sorry. It should be rubber. Number 2, cut rice. Okay. I mean, I have written rice. If it is visible, please don't follow. Rubber is an equatorial crop. Number 2, dash is well grown in floodplains where soils are renewed every year. Jute. Number 2 is jute. Number 3, jowar, bajra, and ragi are the important millets. Millets. Number 4, tea and coffee are included in dash crops. Beverage. 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 Next, number 5, dash agriculture is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Shifting. Shifting. Third exercise, true or false. In mixed farming, mining and agriculture are done over a single piece of land. False. Underline mining and write there cattle rearing. In mixed farming, cattle rearing and agriculture are done in over a single piece of land. Okay. Number 2, maize is used both as food and fodder. True. Number 3, rearing of silkworms for the production of silk fiber is known as sericulture. True. And in the book, it was, when we were reading, it was written sericulture. Please make it sericulture. R-I. Okay. It was a misprint in the book. Number 4, rice is the major food crop of the world. True. Number 5, in subsistence farming, crops are grown for sale purposes. False. False. Underline subsistence and write there commercial. So the correct answer is, in commercial farming, crops are grown for sale purposes. Commercial. Number 4, match the column. Number 1, tea will be matched with India, 1C. Number 2, coffee. Coffee will be matched with Brazil, 2D. Number 3, jute. Jute will be matched with Bangladesh, 3D. Sorry, 3B. Number 4, rubber will be matched with Malaysia, 4E. Number 5, rice will be matched with China, 5A. Now, the 5th exercise we'll come and do, or should we do it? Chalo, isi order mein kar lete. 5.1. What do you mean by agriculture? Page 189. Please write the page number and then open page 189. Come to the second paragraph, last 2-3 lines. Did you get the word? The word agriculture. Mark it. The word agriculture is derived from Latin words ager or agri, meaning soil, and culture, meaning cultivation. It means agriculture is an activity which depends upon soil to grow crops. This is your answer 5-1. Marked. Come to 5-2. Define sericulture. Please write the page number, page 192. Come to page 192. Can you see the cotton balls picture here? Fiber crops. Just next to that picture, the paragraph, can you see rearing of silkworms? Market rearing of silkworms for the production of silk fiber is known as sericulture. Make the correction here, S-E-R-I. Got it? Sericulture. This is your 5-2. Marked. Come to 5-3. Give the factors which affect the agriculture. Page 189. Can you see the factors affecting agriculture? You'll give it a heading, factors affecting agriculture. After that, first point, you'll write favorable topography. And in that you will write, for good agriculture, flat leveled land is an ideal condition. Only this much. Come to the second point, soil. Soil also affects the agriculture, as well-drained fertile soils are very good for better growth of crops. Only till here. Third point is climate. Now mark, along with topography and soil, climate also plays an important role in the development of agriculture. Mark till here, these are the three factors. This is your answer, 5-3. Coming to 5-4. Give the main types of agriculture. Page 190. Can you see types of agriculture? Come to that whole paragraph, you write as your answer. I'm reading it out. Different kinds of agriculture are found in different parts of the world, which depend upon the geographical conditions, climate, demand of produce, labor, and level of technology and culture. Agriculture may be broadly grouped in the following two groups. Number 1, subsistence farming. Number 2, commercial farming. This is your answer, 5-4. Come to 5-5. Give any two conditions ideal for the growth of millets. Page 192. This you'll do in points. This was question number 5-5. Come to the heading millets. Come to the last two lines of the paragraph. Number 1, millets can be grown on less fertile and sandy soil. This is your first point. Then second is, millets crop can also grow in low rainfall and high to moderate temperature. Did you get it? This is your 5-5. Coming to 5-6. What do you mean by plantation agriculture? Please, page 191. Come to plantation agriculture. This answer again you will do in points. Number 1, it is also a form of, now it is, you write plantation agriculture is also a form of commercial farming where mainly tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew nuts, rubber, banana, etc. are grown over large farms. This is your first point. Second, only a single crop is grown in such type of agriculture. Number 3, intensive labor and capital is required in this agriculture. Number 4, several processing units are established in or around such plantation crops, and so it requires good network of transport and communication to sell the products in market, as it is purely for selling purposes. Then here is your answer, 5-6. Coming to 5-7. What do you mean by mixed farming? Page 191. Come to the heading mixed farming. Start marking. In mixed farming, the growing of crops and rearing of animals go hand in hand at the same piece of land. In such kind of farming, 2 or more crops are raised. They also grow vegetables, flowers, and fruits. Mixed farming provides food crops as well as milk products. This is your 5-7. Coming to 5.8, define subsistence agriculture, page 190. Come to the heading subsistence. What was the question? 5.8, na? Number was 5.8. Huh? Come to the heading subsistence farming. Start from the beginning of the paragraph. As the word indicates, such kind of agriculture is mainly for the subsistence of the farmer and his family. It only fulfills basic needs, basic food requirements of the farmers. The people concerned with such kind of farming have low technological level. They are uneducated and have small money to invest in farming. Mainly family members work on the field. After that, leave a line. Subsistence farming may be again classified into intensive subsistence and primitive subsistence. This is your answer 5.8. Come to 5.9. Mention the important wheat producing areas, page 192. Come to the heading wheat. There, after the jotters, can you see a two-liner paragraph? After the, see the heading wheat, then you see 4 jotters. Below it, mark. Wheat is mainly grown in USA, Canada, Argentina, Russia, Ukraine, Australia, and India. India is a tropical country. Therefore, it is grown in winter in India. 5.9. Come to 5. What kind of soil is required for the growth of maize? Right, page 192. Am I being very fast? Managing? Okay. 192. 5.10, come to the heading maize. Mark, it is a crop which is used both as food and fodder. It is also a tropical crop which requires moderate temperature, 21 degrees centigrade to 27 degrees, and rainfall. It grows well in old alluvial soil. Mark till here, this is your 5.10. Next, coming to 5.11, mention important plantation crops. Just write down the names here. Tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew nuts, rubber, banana, etc. So your answer will be, question is mention important plantation crops. Your right answer is important plantation crops are tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew nuts, rubber, banana, etc. Question number 5.12. Which crop is called golden fiber? Write the answer. Jute is called the golden fiber. Golden fiber will be in the inverteds. Coming to 6.1. What do you mean by a farm system? Right, page 189. Okay, can you see just below it, the last 4-5 lines before where the page is ending? Can you see farm system? Start marking. Farming or agriculture is like a system, as we give inputs and we take outputs from that system. Inputs in agriculture include seeds, fertilizers, machinery, and labor. These inputs are used for some operations like plowing, sowing, irrigation, weeding, and harvesting. The output from the system includes crops, wool, dairy, and poultry products. This is your answer 6.1. Coming to 6.2, differentiate between subsistence farming and commercial farming. I will be giving you the answer. Differentiate between mixed farming and plantation farming. I'll be giving you the answer. Compare an Indian farm with a farm found in USA. Please come to the last page, or do this also I'll give you later. Come to the next one, 6.5. Discuss the condition required for the growth of rice. Page 192. Can you see the heading rice there on top? Okay, mark. Come to the heading rice and mark. It is the major food crop of world which grows in tropical and subtropical regions of the world. Then after that, come to the first jotter, high temperature, high humidity, and good rainfall. Number 2, it requires clayey, well-drained alluvial soil which can retain water. This is your 6.5. Coming to 6.6, give a brief description about tea plantation. Right, page 193. Can you see tea written there? Start marking, and this answer also you'll do in points. First, you give a little introduction and you'll begin. It is an example of plantation agriculture. After that, first point, it is well grown in tropical and subtropical climates. Number 2, it requires deep and fertile, well-drained soil, rich in humus and organic matter. Number 3, high rainfall, evenly distributed throughout the year is the prime requirement for the growth of its tender leaves. Number 4, there should be moist and frost-free climate all through the year. Number 5, it is well grown on gentle slopes and requires intensive labor to pick the leaves. Till here is your answer. Then come to the 6th point where note, and importantly, please, the 6th point mark, India is the leading producer as well as exporter of tea in the world. Yeah, this is your answer, 6.6. Now we come on to 6.2, where we talk of differentiate between subsistence farming and commercial farming. Wait for a second, children. I give a pause to the recording. I stop the recording. For those of you who are unaware of what was happening, let me tell you once again, we are on this question number 6.2, where we are telling you differentiate between subsistence farming and commercial farming, right? Now, quickly, I would like each one of you to go through the headings which we have covered. Now, the first heading was meaning, and under meaning subsistence farming, you wrote the farming practice in which crops are raised for personal consumption. It is known as subsistence farming. Now, for commercial farming, you wrote, just a second. For commercial farming, you wrote the farming practice in which the farmers grow crops for the purpose of trade. It is called commercial farming. Then the second heading was, please read out, tell me the second. Nature. And in nature, you did for subsistence farming, you wrote labor intensive. And for commercial, you wrote capital intensive. Then the third heading was area. In subsistence farming, you wrote it is practiced in small areas. And for commercial, you wrote it is practiced in large area. Number 4, productivity. You wrote in subsistence farming, you wrote it is enhanced through the use of manures. And commercial, you wrote it is enhanced through high doses of modern inputs. Then the next was crops grown. In subsistence, you wrote food grains, fruits and vegetables, and in commercial, you wrote cash crops and cereals. Now we come on to method of irrigation. Food grains, fruits and vegetables. Food grains, comma, fruits and vegetables, you write for subsistence farming. And for commercial, you write, sorry, this is crops grown, I'm telling you. Crops grown, I've written. Okay, now methods of irrigation, you write for subsistence, you write it depends on monsoon. Methods of irrigation, subsistence farming, you write it depends on monsoon. Now on the other side, you write commercial case under the heading of commercial farming, you write it uses modern irrigation methods. It uses modern irrigation methods. Coming on to the last heading, Basis of comparison. Now the last heading is cultivation. Cultivation. And in that you will write, for subsistence, you will write, traditional methods are used. Methods are used. And for commercial, you'll write, modern machines are used. Modern machines are used. Now, come on to the next one, 6.3. Differentiate between mixed farming and plantation farming. Come to page 191. Can you see the heading mixed farming? Please mark the answer. In mixed farming, the growing of crops and rearing of animals go hand in hand at the same piece of land. In such kind of farming, 2 or more crops are raised. They also grow vegetables, flowers, and fruits. Mixed farming provides food crops as well as milk products. It is commonly practiced in Europe, Eastern USA, Argentina, Southeast Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. Now coming for plantation agriculture or plantation farming, whatever, you write, it is also a form of commercial farming where mainly tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew nuts, rubber, banana, etc. are grown over large farms. Only a single crop is grown in such type of agriculture. Intensive labor and capital is required in this agriculture. Several processing units are established in or around such plantation crops, and so it requires good network of transport and communication to sell the products in market, as it is purely for selling purposes. Example, rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka. That's it. Did you get it? Now coming on to 6.4. Compare an Indian farm with a farm found in the USA. Come to the last page of the chapter, 194. Now, farms in India. Mark, India is a developing country with heavy population, and due to that, limited land is available, and also the average farm size is very small. Then leave 2-3 lines. Farmers produce crops. Did you get it? Farmers produce crops for the subsistence of their families and not for sale. The average Indian farmers have no facility to do agriculture in a mechanized way. They still depend upon the traditional methods of farming. These farmers also rest some animals like hen, buffalo, cow, etc., which gives them meager income. All members of the family help farmers in various farm activities. Farmers mainly poor and they depend upon bank or on agricultural cooperative societies to take credit or loan to buy HVY. Now where HVY is written, you will also write the full form, high yielding, what was it? High yielding varieties, seeds and implements. Farmers sell their products in the mandi located in the nearby town since they do not have proper storage facility and they are forced to sell their agricultural produce even when the market is not favorable to them. Only till here. Did you get it? Now come to farmers in USA. In the USA, large extensive fields are found where an average farm is much larger than an Indian farm. An average farm size in USA is about 250 hectares. The farmers generally reside in the farm. Crops are grown mainly for commercial purposes. Mark till here, that leave a few lines. Can you see farmers mainly use modern tools? Mark from here. Farmers mainly use modern tools and equipments, and the whole agriculture system is mechanized. Farmers are rich and believe in scientific and planned farming, as they are educated and well aware about the required, about the modern methods of agriculture. They use chemical fertilizers and pesticides wherever they are required. Leave a line. Can you see they store their farm? Mark, they store their farm produce in the automated grain storage or dispatch to market agencies. Only till here. That's it. The rest of the answers I've given you already, so you must be having them.